Folks, once again, it is Mr. Soul of a Man 504. Let's see. Cool. So once again, folks, it is Mr. Soul of a Man 504. We are live. We are streaming on all these platforms. Hope everybody had an amazing weekend. It was very cold and chilly down south. Well, as cold and as chilly as down south can get. I know people up north with the snow were like 40 degrees is a summer's day, man. I get it. I get it. But hey, cold is cold. And I do not like cold weather. But it is what it is. And hey, we still got stuff to do. So today we are talking about, let's get straight into it, folks. So today we are talking about now you see me, now you don't. Like any great magician, like sawing a lady in half. I don't know, pulling the rabbit out of the hat, card tricks, the sleight of hand, so to speak. Now you see it, now you don't. They'll put the quarter in one hand, they'll do something, they'll distract you, and maybe they're just talking and they'll distract you. So first thing we're going to talk about is a distraction. And what you shouldn't be doing right now is getting distracted, you know, um, as we are going through these colder months, because as the seasons are inevitably going to change, it is very, very, very important for you to stay focused and to not get distracted because, we got a lot of work to do. Whatever it is that you are doing right now in your life, or whatever it is that you are perceivably wanting to do, in the, let's just say, in the very, very near future. Things that I hear are like, manifesting, walking your path, believing in yourself, and all of that. Also, getting your ducks in a row, because it's like, the old adage: "There's no romance." Was it? There's no romance without finance. A lot of us want those financial breakthroughs. The paycheck grind is garbage. You see more people leaning towards entrepreneurship, and I totally get it. I really do. So the important thing for you, the important thing for you at this point in time is to stay focused. Go where you feel like your path and your magic is leading you. I'm not one to say, hey, everybody's get it. Everybody's situation is going to be different. I've heard people say, hey, I left corporate America, six figure, blah 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 blah. Not everybody's an attorney or a doctor or, I don't know, whatever those people do to make six figures. Everybody's not, everybody's not there quite yet financially, or maybe they have somebody else, like that song says, lean on me when you're not sure. I'll be your friend. I'll help you to carry on. Everybody don't have that, so it's like maybe it's just naturally you. Hey, what's going on, Miss Marcy? How are you? Hope that you have had an amazing weekend. Everybody that's watching in from Facebook and YouTube and the Wisdom app and Clubhouse. But I implore you. One thing you should always do is trust your gut. If you could be somebody that, like, if you're really like working on like really working on something. I don't, maybe you're working on flipping houses, or maybe you're going to start an auto shop and like repurpose these automobiles, and sell them. And you're like, you're getting this gut feeling of like, maybe you only have like, I don't know, let's say you put like 5,000 in the beginning, and something is telling you like, man, you know what, I really do have an amazing feeling that something is going to come out of it, like something amazing is going to come out of this. Maybe you're getting a time frame of like, 3 to 4 months. I know sometimes when you're just started out, you know, you don't see it. Everybody is not supposed to have access to you. And everybody's not going to have access to you. Your network is going to be your net worth, and not everybody's supposed to have access to that either, because you were the one reaching out to those people. You built that Rolodex, so to speak, and where everybody else saw something that was impossible. You saw the light through the snowstorm. And even though it was cold and it was whatever, you still got out there, hustled, you went, showed those houses, you did what it is that that you did with that you did, you did that voodoo or that hoodoo that you did. That was your perseverance. That was your magic, and that is naturally something that's for you. And, honestly, nobody else has that. And that's that's your that's your that's your abracadabra. Um you know seriously, that's your that's your hocus pocus. And the beautiful thing about it is that you believed in something that was greater than you, and you believed in something that's going to help to put a lot of you're really going to help to put a lot of other people on the map. Maybe you're just maybe you're just a parent. You're like, just want to get my kid through school. Once they're done, done doing that, then I'm going to focus on some other stuff for me. So, and it's interesting. I was just watching a video of these, these seniors, and they were like, there's a myth about black people not swimming, and they started like this, I forgot what you call it, like they had a swimming club, and one lady said that there's a misconception that when people retire that they're just going to sit around, chill, watch TV. But she says, a lot of people when they retire, she says, the average age, like 5 years after that, they die because they're not moving. And she says, the it's the rhythm, the body is really, she said the body is meant to be constantly in movement, in motion. And maybe you're like, yeah, I'm 35, I got time. I was there. I was like, I remember when I was 19, my cousin, we were driving. He was bringing me somewhere. He was like, "Say, man, what are you going to major in school?" And I was like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I've got time. And that time flies. It really does. And by the time you blink your eyes, it's 5, 10 years has passed. You're ready to go to your 10-year high school reunion. you know you don't want to go. You feel like you haven't accomplished as much as you wanted to, and you were the Mr. This or Mr. That in high school. But everybody gets time to shine. Sometimes people get more than one opportunity. Those people are very blessed. If those people are very, very, very blessed. But being in tuned to who you are, to your purpose, doing something every day to make that happen, and to believe in what you have when you know nobody else is naturally there. And I would, they say it's lonely at the top, but I'd rather be well off and lonely, not I'd rather be well off at the top than broke or broken and lonely at the bottom. Seriously. I it's a lot of people who are going to be doing great things. You're probably these are people who are constantly working, people who are constantly working at their craft, they're grinding, they're perfecting it, say like those people who want to have six-pack abs, for the summertime, they go to the beach. They say that summertime bodies are made in the winter, not just in the gym, but also, in the kitchen. These people are not just, they're when it's cold outside, maybe they're working out at home. You never know. But, they're, you know, and they say it's lonely in the gym. I get that. I go work out and, it's just me and my music. I see familiar faces, but when I'm in there, I'm focused. For however long I'm in there for, if it's a leg day or if it's a upper body day or if it's something in between, my thing is just, my thing is focused. I'm, going in there to do what I have to do, and I'm, and after I'm done, I'm out, and that's what it is. So it's just like, the time that you're putting into where you are now, that's for where you are now. And when you move up, it's time to move, man. You don't, it's I know sometimes it's hard to say goodbye, but you got relatively, you have things to do. You got things going on now. You maybe you're a little like me. You don't have time for the distractions. There things that you're constantly learning, that you constantly have to add to whatever it is, that you have to add to whatever it is that you're doing. Again, time ain't nothing but a number, and age ain't nothing but a thing. I remember when Aaliyah sang those lyrics, man. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. And it's just, it's very important. It's very important that you stay on that grind, that you stay focused, and you know what you've asked for, and you have a feeling of, you have a oh. So you have a feeling, let's say, as to what is to come. I don't think I can do this. Nah. So you have a feeling, and I always tell people, try to trust those instincts, because they'll save you a lot of time and heartache, and you're like, man, if I would have just listened to myself, or if I would have just listened to that information that aunt or uncle or my dad or whoever gave you, my older cousin or my best friend. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, you see some, you just see the hunger that they have for, it's like they have a plan of action, and whatever it is, people might laugh at them and ha ha, we're going to the party this weekend, and that person, a few years from now, you'll see them, doing whatever it is that they were purposed and what they were, meant to do. Like, they're just on it. They are just, somebody tells them something, it's like clockwork. They're researching, they're implementing, they're just, man, they're tired of being where they are. They're not trying to go back. They're not backtracking. You could watch Back to the Future all you want, but they're you know they're in the now, and they're moving, forward to their future, because they know, they have this greater understanding that their time is now, and they can't waste it anymore. They cannot, they just cannot, and they will not waste their time anymore on whoever and whatever. And that's cool. Everything now seems to be a slideshow on social media. You slide down, somebody made a birthday, they announce, it's cool, give them a thumbs up. you still got things to do, man. you know, it's just that's just what it is. And they may see you, people may say, "Oh man, man, where you been at? Like I just been, I've been busy, I've been focused. I got, I have, I have other things to do, man. People out here need what I have. I know it, I feel it, I understand it. I keep getting these messages and dreams, and I keep seeing all of these unfamiliar things that are becoming so familiar to me now. And it's it's amazing. When you like and I'll say that if you're in the know, you're in the know. If you're in the mix, you're in the mix. And there are going to be a lot of questions. They're going to be, well, how did you, and how how did you do this, and blah 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 blah. Well, I mean, I was focused. I had, you have a greater understanding, and you have um, you have a greater understanding for your mission. Your goal, small or big it is somebody. It can look at it as somebody else's dream. So what you're doing inevitably is so what it is that you're and you're going to get everything that um you're going to get everything that you put into it, out of it, and then some. So don't worry about the what about me, and how it's you're going to get what you're going to get more. You're going to get like the more than 100% out of my left ear has been ringing also. I was man, I don't know, I just woke up like 12. I went to bed like at 9 my time, and woke up at like 12 a.m. And I don't know, I felt like somebody was outside blasting music, because it was ringing like, it I don't know, it just started ringing like really quiet. Then it just went beep, like my ear just flatlined. I was like, what in the hell? Then I could, I'm glad it's kind of quieted down now, but man, it took me a little while to go back to sleep, man. But golly. But anyway, yeah, but you know, the floor is open, the doors are open for you now. Just I wouldn't, I wouldn't question a lot at this point. I just, I don't question a lot. When I hear messages from people, I know that I have to be obedient. Might not catch everything, but I feel like I have to catch the important things, and I'm like, okay, well, man, I could do a little research and get that done, and man, maybe a day or two, and so because you just know, like, and like I said, being in the know is better than not knowing at all. And living in your own truth and living in your own power, at this point, is a beautiful thing. And having people around you, man. Like I've never had just a group of people that were just so selfless, like as far as their their giving and their growth and their passion and their time. And they don't have to do that, but when you see gold, you see gold. And if it's yours, it's yours. And that's just that's the best way I can really put it. That gospel song is coming in, Blessed Assurance. So yeah, man. I mean, if it's yours, it's if it is, if it's yours, it's yours. And when you start to see the fruits of your labor are gonna um a lot of us have seen like this we've seen okay, I'll put it to you like this. It's like a movie that you've always wanted to see. Whatever that movie is in your generation. I don't know, Star Wars, Black Panther, ET, whatever that movie was. You go, you see it, and you're sitting there, and you cannot wait for this movie to start. Like, you got your popcorn, you got all your candy. I, for one, I go, like when I go to the movies, I'll stop at the dollar store. Yeah, whatever. So I stop at the dollar store, man. I get all my stuff, and you're just sitting there and you're waiting, and the previews start coming on, and you see some other great things, and that's what it is. A lot of us are in the part where we're ready to eat our snacks, we're ready to see the movie, but the previews are coming, and we're at the part where it's like sneak previews of coming attractions, and the previews that we're seeing are so amazing that um it's not that you're forgetting about the movie that's about to come on, but the anticipation for it builds that much more, and you're gonna be, like you're such an amazing coming attraction where you are and where you're going. It's you know, it's a powerful thing, and a lot of us have this magnetic attraction. You're going to be very much so box office and what it is that you're doing, and that is going to be overlaid over and over again. There's so much thanks out there and gratitude because you're um you're so laser focused. It's not that you're blocking, you're blocking all of the nonsense out, and you're focusing on what's important. You and the moment, and the building, and the time, and the growth, and the understanding of um yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, that was a loud ring last night. I was like, God, when they're trying to get your attention, man, they will get your attention for real. But but yeah, so the fixation is going to be on you, for you continuing to be in obedience and seeing these things. um I don't know why I'm like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, like that. You know what I mean? It's like manifesting on such high levels, man. And your your guides just sitting there just waiting on you, saying, all right, well, what you want to do next? Or you purposely telling them, well, hey, you probably know me better than me, you can see the future better than I can, just you know go forth and make sure all of that stuff, that great stuff, like people say, ease and grace. So so let it be done, ease, and through ease and grace, grateful, and you're ease and grace, gracefully, and you're so grateful for for what is to come. Whew, I've been drinking so much water lately, but anyway, um, but you're about to, man. A lot of us, well, some of us are about to shift gears. We're really, we're really about to shift gears. You're, man, it's you're so overly like protected and so abundantly blessed in who you are now, and thankfully who you are about to become, and the people around you are going to be so abundantly blessed, and they're going to be so thankful. Oh man, I'm glad so glad that you did what you did and that you continued. It's going to be more people that are going to be grateful than people, of course, they're going to be people that, whatever, whatever, but, screw them. But for real, you know, um, yeah, man, but, you're just going to, really going to take people by storm. It's going to be very eye catching, very, 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 very much eye catching, so to speak. But, yeah. But yeah, man, and those people are gonna be like, well, man, where, and it's gonna, and a lot of it is gonna be in like within a blink of an eye, and it's gonna be so like retroactive, and it's gonna be happening like back to back to back to back. And it's, people are like, well, man, how did you meet such and such, or they're gonna be like, how did you meet such and such, and how did you get to go on, blah, 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 when, it's like, well, I mean, I sometimes they probably don't even deserve an answer, but maybe it's somebody who was in your situation beforehand, and you're like, you know what? I see a little bit of you in me when I was there. So I'm going to, I'm going to give you some information that's going to help you to leave for, a few places, whatever. Even though somebody didn't do that for me, but I'm going to do it for you. So, and it's not going to affect anything that you have going on, because you're gonna, that's the beautiful thing. From here on out, you continue to win, you continue to level up, and it doesn't stop, and it gets passed on, it gets passed on generationally, over and over and over and over again. So that's how things get flipped, that's how money stays in the family, and and all of that stuff. So, and you have the you have the knowledge, the wealth of knowledge, to be able to handle your finances, to be able to handle those situations, and not just happy that you're in the room. Grateful, yeah, but well, you know what I mean. For real. Yeah, but that's pretty much, I don't want to talk your ear off today, man. But yeah, man, so now you see me, now you don't. That's just, that's how it goes, man. You're like, I remember when such and such was doing this and blah 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 blah. Man, you said that, this and that. And like, well, yeah, yeah, So, but yeah, man, but it's all good. But you guys have an amazing day. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. Let's see. Yeah, see if this is still going. Oh, miraculously, it's still. But all right, say goodbye to everybody on the old Wisdom app. Yeah, everybody on everybody on Facebook and YouTube. And thank y'all so much for joining, Mr. Sullivan and 505.